It is one of the most drawn and painted mosques of the 19th century. It was founded by Ahmed Pasha, the deputy governor of Suleiman Pasha the Great, in 1796, and he didn't have the opportunity to see its realization, as he was killed before that. Many have described and drawn it. The English traveller Buckingham described it in 1816. A mosque having unparalleled beauty, several eternal embellishments, a beautiful dome and minaret, covered with colored bricks, paintings, patterns, and Quran verses. The calligrapher is buried in the courtyard of the mosque. Buckingham described the evening social activities, saying, "The square is always full of people of all classes. You have a good time here. Sometimes you see them singing and sometimes dancing and enjoying the music under the lantern lights." In January 1874, the American traveler William Fogg drew it. We can notice that the bazaars at that time were covered. While this is no longer the case today, he too described the place, which was the real center of Baghdad. Here were the cafes, the markets, and everyday life. The French traveler Eugène Flandin drew it. He gave it a nice description. One of the most beautiful is the Mosque of Maidan or Ahmadiya. It is entirely covered with enamelled bricks, which form graceful arabesques in the brightest colors. It dominates a large square of Maidan. He says also, a large square of Maidan, on which open cafes, shops, caravanserais, and which in the morning is crowded with Arabs who came to sell their melons, watermelons, chickens, and other food. It's also the place of arrival or departure of caravans from the north. Their numerous camels and mules are unloaded there from their heavy burdens while waiting for those which they must transport towards Asia Minor. He says also, it was July 7, the blue vault of a clear, diaphanous sky was beginning to light up. In 1881, Madame du Lavoie came here. She was a strong woman, wearing men's clothes and riding a horse. She said, "Here is the Ahmadiya Mosque, one of the most beautiful mosques. It is completely covered with glazed bricks, with its enhancing beauty and its colorful, exquisite, and cheerful decorations. It overlooks Maidan Square." The Scottish painter Arthur Melville visited Baghdad in 1882. He painted the large dome that glows in the sun until today, attracting admirers who instinctively congregate around it from generation to generation. Without doubt, before it was more beautiful. Not only the summer cafes painted by Melville, which no longer exist today, but by the huge crowd resting in the sun. As if he had lost much of his beauty, but he still attracts me and attracts others like me in order to enjoy this beauty and feel this special and exceptional place. The entire site belongs and dates back to the Abbasid Palace Mosque, including Al Maidan Square. As usual, I walk away from it with emotion and nostalgia for the past that brings images of cafe full of people to life. They contemplate, talk, argue, and come to an agreement. These people are gone. However, the place doesn't leave. It is faithful because it keeps their traces, their scent. It is here to give me their full picture so that I can make my little comparisons and tell my little stories. Thanks.